I'll start this somewhere. Today is 12 December 2023, 15:51 in the afternoon, and earlier today, 15:52 now. Earlier in the day today, I got this thing off the shelf and I unboxed it, or took it out of the box. It's been in the box for quite some time. It's a Panasonic RX-FW29, right? Anyway, there it is. There's the box. It's, empty. Okay. All right. And then in the box is, along with the packing stuff, which is in the other room, here's the instruction manual. It's got all the whatever about it. Here, let me just hold this up to the screen real quick. If you can see that. That's your happy little specifications. Okay, so there you go. Enough of that. Alright, so put that over there, and then someone, see, how does this go? Someone called me, no, they sent me an email saying they wanted to have one of these repaired. And I told them, well, hey, I have one new in the box. Of course, it's, anyway. So, long story short, I got this thing out, I unboxed it this morning, and then I discovered that, it hadn't been working for quite some time. Let me zoom into the picture there. Alright, so doing this by hand. Normally I do this beforehand, but I'm just doing this like this so I can show the happy little box. So there's that. That's the front of it. Alright, so there's the front of it. Woohoo! It's auto reverse on one deck only behind the equalizer side. This is a play deck. This is a recording deck only, on only one direction. This is a both directions auto reverse deck, but doesn't record. So just one deck records. Alright, got that? This is the AC input, headphone jack, mixing mics, line in. Alright. And then there's the back of it, the battery compartment. Let's see, well, hard to see that in the dark. Oh well. Okay, and then what else? Let's use the keyboard, it's easier. That's the other end, nothing there to see. Here's the top of it. Once again, it's got your microphone, your volume, power off tape radio, CD line in, tape counter. Standard controls your direction button for changing the size of the cassette. It's because it's an auto reverse deck. This is your auto reverse mode, play both sides and stop, or play both sides forever. This is your standard whatever. Then you have your built-in mic, normal and high for your dubbing, so anyway. Then you have your AM and FM switch, and then you have your FM mono stereo, and it's got ambience, if you like ambience. I don't. There's the back of it. Now that's the bottom of it. No one ever takes a picture of the bottom, nothing to see there. Here it is. I took the screws out, and I just tried to incorporate the picture like this to show that there is one odd screw in the top. All the other 8 are similar, so it's got 9 screws. That one odd screw goes right there. Okay. And you must open the cassette deck doors to get this open. If the cassette deck doors do not open, you cannot open this, or you will break the doors. Okay. And then here is the speaker input. It's just 3 wires. Another picture. And then here is the, let's see, this is the wire going to the equalizer. If it's not plugged in, you won't get any sound. So all your sound goes through that set of wires right there. I learned that, but that's no story. So here's the inside of both pieces. Here's a close-up of the speaker. Okay, 2.7 ohms, 4.5 watts. And that's part of your tuning mechanism. There's the inside of both, the whatever. Close-up view. Close-up view, see where the screws go. Okay, and then remove that. And then you want to take 4 more screws out, remove that part, and then the tape deck comes out. And there's the tape deck out, and just showing again the orientation of the screws up there. Alright, and then here's the tape deck. Oh, let you see that up close for a moment. Alright, and then there's another picture just showing it inside the thing, and where the let's see, this is your recording playback plug, and this is just your playback plug for the heads. Okay, and this is my main issue for getting the belt out. You have to remove this plastic thing. It's part of the mechanism, and it's just one screw holding it in place, but you have to know exactly where, and you can't see, and it's hard to see because it's underneath the flywheel of the playback deck, but you have to get that tongue, and you'll see it later, underneath the other plastic part that's in there. Yeah, I don't know, anyway. But just one screw holds it in place, but you have to remove this to change this belt. Okay? Here's the date code on the motor for those that are interested in what the age is, 16 November 1987. Okay? Then here I'm trying to get a view of how the belts are run, because this only has one motor. One motor drives both decks. And mine, anyway. So here I'm just trying to get another picture of this, trying to see where that little tang goes down underneath there, underneath this plastic. There it is. There's that little troublesome piece and little screw that goes to it. And anyway, here I remove the first belt, okay? And then I measured it. That's the old belt. It's about that big, and I put in a belt just a few millimeters smaller than that because it wasn't turning. It was slipping. This is the old belt that I took out. Okay, I want to point out that it was about that big, all right? But I put in a 5-inch belt, okay, because these stretch. Nobody here. Who's calling? Computerized EM. All right. Put you on speaker. Who's this? Hello. Okay, goodbye. Another fabulous call. All right. So much for that intermission. Okay, so here is the. Let's see. So I put a new belt in. There it is, belted up, and then here is. Here's a secondary drive belt. This took out a 65 millimeter belt. I didn't take a picture of that one. 65 millimeters roughly for that one. Okay. And now this one will not rotate because this part, as you can see, has a split in it, so therefore it won't grip properly and it won't rotate. So it'll spin, but it won't. The black part will spin. But because this has a split in it, it will not rotate the shaft. So that's why that side doesn't work. And that has to do with the playback and rewind and the fast forward. This other part here is just the capstan. Alright, so here it is back together. It's an FM stereo, playing the radio, and here we are playing just fast forwarding the tape deck just to show you that it is running. And so that's it. Here we are back to the beginning. So now let me move the whole apparatus down to, in the background you'll be listening to a CD player being played through this very unit. So let me ramp the volume up. Of course, we've got equalization, which all works. Okay, so some volume, and yes, we are playing CD music, so here. Bang. Okay, got that? You understand that? Alright, great. So that works. Now let me get my happy little. I have some Genesis here. Just Genesis, alright. Hit a jack. I can only play a few seconds of this. Put it on tape. Alright. Hit play. So we hit stop on that. I can only play a few seconds, but so it sounds correct. Here's my demonstration tape, which I can play forever. It won't do anything. Well, maybe it will eat. It'll play, but it won't take up the reel. But okay, so I just ate my nice tape. Here, I gotta wind it back up in. So there we go. So much for that. All right, so this side does run, but the whatever doesn't work. All right, so that's all I know about this model. Oh, by the way, it does run on batteries. All right, so move this out of the way. Undo the plug, which is right there. See, now it's not running on that. So there we go. Runs on batteries too. Takes 8D batteries. All right, here they are. Right there, in there. Yeah, we're gonna just play the cassette all day long, but you know, just take that out. Get my batteries out of here. Will they come out easily? Well, maybe not so easily, but 1, 2. These are Zentner batteries. Many. Go. That one, and then don't. Oh, I just dropped the thing. Okay, there's that. And then, all right. There's that. There's that. All right. So, let's see here. So now. This. Come on. Come on. Well, it's in there. And on the back here is your three presets for your FM controls on the front. So you set this to 3 different stations, and then you come out to the front of this radio and you can press these 3 buttons and it'll play automatically whatever you preset in the back on your FM station only. And of course, to make this work again, see, put it on radio, but there's no sound. Got to find the power cord, plug in the power, and got sound again. So there's the FM stereo light. Okay.
Commerce at Dallas.
Works.
Stay close so far.
Heat things up this holiday season and see Anyone But You, starring Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell, who are forced to pretend to be a couple at a destination wedding in Australia when their exes unexpectedly show up. Sony Pictures presents Anyone But You in theaters Christmas. This film is not yet rated.
Turn that off. You can go back to the play. Of course, if you hit the direction and there's nothing on the other side, it'll play to the other side, but there's nothing on the other side, so you won't hear anything. But there it is. So hopefully you enjoyed. It's for sale. If it's not already sold by now, well, thanks for watching. Something like that. Okay, so I gotta hit, play it and then shut the camera off. Right? Okay, so you give me the camera. Alright, so, yeah. 14 minutes. Okay, well, this is how I have my fun every day. I get to work on these radios, discover how they work, and see how they perform and so on and so forth. Alright, so good day, bye bye, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed.